A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. I shan't let them harm you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Truly are formidable, Arisen.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs. Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom. I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. combative and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
We've a choice of where to go, but how to know the path best traveled?
Fretting will get us nowhere. Let us pick a path and see where it takes us. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Are you alright?
Well done!
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? One moment. I believe we are bound for... Yes, I know the place. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We've been given a destination. Shall we make our way there?
Here we are. Then I shall remain by your side.
This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. I sustain yours to wield.
I will protect you. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well. I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Avoid flame at any cost. You have been doused in oil.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly help. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering resistance.
Such single-mindedness makes it predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. You've caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity. Enchantment of cold to freeze our foes. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? Of course. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a minute. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take a closer look. Bunch of sluggards. Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? If you feel overburdened, mayhaps I could carry some things for you.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I just know it. I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Then follow me. I'll lead the way. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. We're here, Master.
Hoi, friend! Having any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I quite agree. We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for. The one we seek isn't here. Perchance we've come at the wrong time. The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
Look as long as you please.
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Fine wares all. Little enough gold to spend.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Excellent work, Master. We have fulfilled our duty to satisfaction.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Disa's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Over here, if you please.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Pray, follow me.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
I sense eyes upon us. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it...
Got any arms for a man down on his luck? Will this take long? I've ought to be doing. Fancy a little more wares? This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well. Oh, yeah, I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing, no matter how they fascinate me. 'Tisn't to be. Fancy a little more wares?
This looks as good a place as any.
Oh dear. What am I to do? Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Townspeople dependently.
Well met, sir.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Would you mind coming over here?
I cannot afford another. Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
We shall await you here. Master.
would that all my days were so
How did
tranquil.
I end up in this miserable place? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Got more soil on me than an unwashed potato.
What should I do?
I don't like it here. I want to
Alms,
go home.
alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Isn't there anything to do around here? All I need.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Alms, alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
My sickle's getting to be blunt as a hammer.
I don't know what to do.
Have an early supper.
All that fuss and nary a coin to show
Lots to
for.
look forward to, but a long day of work.
It's almost seen better days.
There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can. I quite agree. Shall we get some rest then? I witnessed a stunning display of archery on my travels. Methinks our band would benefit from such skills. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I welcome rumors of any sort, my friend. What's this all about?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Mayhap I'll set out on my own adventures someday.
Bad or worse?
It's not an encounter I'd foreseen.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
We have an opening! Focus your attacks!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Understood. My sustain is yours to wield. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Wonder what's going on in town. I'll go and see.
I shan't resist.
You got a hankering for something? Let me know. Don't think you're safe just because you're in the... One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune, but mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
I'll gladly stay a while. Oh, I'm in fine
What I need are customers who stop by regularly.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
Heard of any ways to make some easy coin?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
There's a ladder here.
Oh, excellent find.
Even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured in...
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Unless I am...
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round. Gather round.
I can proceed no further.
And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most of our hero.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Got to accept life as its ups and downs.
All the best tales come from travelers at the inn.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. Might I be of assistance?
Heard of any ways to make...
Time to be heading home.
I end up
It's
feeling
my
weak
back's
when
not acting up
day
today.
of rest.
I keep feeling eyes on the back of my head.
Only care I have is how to spend it.
This isn't much
Some
to
of us
go
get
on.
complacent. I train every day.
That old fool wouldn't last a day
I've
without
little
me.
enough gold to spend as tis.
Tidy storefront, all to attract more customers. Fancy a look at my wares?
Haste makes waste, as they say.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? At once, Master.
Look, as long as and I shan't resist.
Time to be heading home.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Bones.
Mayhap I'll seek out a
Swear I've
town
not
with
been any
your
fun with what passes tomorrow.
Fringes of all sides.
Let them try and stop me.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Be blinded by the clouds in the sky. One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand.
This looks like trouble. My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
This can't be how it ends.
My back's not acting up today. Days like this make me
What in the world?
Above all, we will have need of allies to our cause.
Got to keep moving.
Good heavens! Pantry's pouring
I'll sleep like a log tonight. What in the world?
Now this is a conundrum.
Can't put a price on
Hail!
Now, this is a place to forget one's not.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate the call of so far.
Well met, sir. Ought to head home before I get an earful.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true, do not forget that we work to serve.
All selling dark. Just let it end.
Welcome.
I don't want to think anymore.
Time to head to market, methinks.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work to...
enough to break.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
What in the world?
It would seem we either need to visit the palace.
Welcome.
Could use a market.